Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. They told me to jump right in, so we're going to get into it, all of it. And I thank you for clicking on this video. This will be a channel message for you for your highest good. So let's release the karma for the highest good of the entire collective consciousness, which includes your stinky toxic people because they're in the same collective consciousness with you and me. So, because this message has found you at the perfect time, I really appreciate you, and I welcome you, and I thank you so very much for being in this moment. It is always collective. I love you so, so much, and I'm so very proud of you. I know, look, it's my favorite. It's Pan, the Pan. It's my favorite. It's the Pan. Now then, do not force anything that doesn't fit into your situation during this channel message. Please use your discernment to make real life and death decisions metaphorically, and let's go. Now then, let me see if I got this right. Your deliciously expanding love vibe fuels high self-worth and makes your soul become magnetized. So let's put your channeled message into context so it stays relevant and timely. So, self-esteem attracts those who recognize and help you value mankind's humanity, to grow self-respect and integrity paid forward. Excuse me. Humanity's putting evildoers, which are running amok right now, oh my goodness, on notice. We the people recognize the effing paradox here. Mankind must push, come shove, to help thrust humankind closer to a balanced solution, to show the rest of the global community how this hot toxic mess and shit show is about to be canceled. Apprentice, the dumbass president edition on NBC. I know. So this is tarot and fairy oracle. But the first one up this one, this is my favorite. I love this. You have to get up on my ladder. This Pan. The freedom to allow yourself to fly. To fly. Pixie dust helps, of course. That's what Tinkerbell comes in. Now then. We've also got Pan. Between 3 and 4 in the morning, these two came in together. It's not Tinkerbell. But it carries a feminine energy like Tinkerbell. It's just as not to be... what is it? No more facts to give. Just like Tinkerbell, right? Yeah, these two came in together, 3 and 4 in the blessed morning with everything that's going on out there in the world. The Pan and the death fairy of change. The fairy of change is now it's now an adventure. I need you to fly joyously and fearlessly on whatever the actual feck comes next. But there's apocalyptic crap all over the place out there. It's part of the damn journey to grow our souls. It takes a shit ton of courage, though. Yeah. But we're learning the hard way, but better late than never. This is a wake-up call, people. This is a beautiful reading. I send all my love to all of you. Don't you be afraid, my dearies, my sweet dearies. Be adventurous anyway. In spite of it, we can trust that we can deal with this shit show that's going on out there. Whatever that pervy butt nut in the White House allows to gun, well, he's a loser anyway. Our loser president. Yeah. Well, these are changes that there's Tinkerbell. There's Tinkerbell. There's Tinkerbell now. She's overriding this reading. Do you believe in fair? Clap your hands, boys and girls. If you clap your hands, she'll know that you believe in fairies. Now then. She is saying, stand up. We've got to stand up for ourselves and don't agitate it. You can be disruptive. A peaceful protest that's disruptive and loud. Noise, voices, chanting, humming. Ooh, I think they should break out the kazoos. Remember those? Kazoos and mouth organs, harmonicas. Some people are using marching, orchestra, marching band type, loud, like a trombone or a tuba, to make some noise. Peaceful resistance. Tinkerbell. Stand up. Say what you think. You voice your opinion. You say it out loud. But namely, we got to pray for those people in Minnesota. The simple prayer and meditation right now would go a very long way. I know. Now I'm going to do this part's the open read, the mini subjects. Lots of stuff this morning. I was like, are you sure? I was like, please make it stop. They kept showing me one thing right after the other. No. Slow down. So, well, I'm just the vessel. Between 3 and 4 in the morning, how sharp are you all at 3 and 4 in the blessed morning? That's when I do this. It's what I do. I have fun doing it. But before I do begin, if you want to support the channel or just say thanks, now is an excellent time. You can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video on your socials, or drop a comment with your thoughts. Any and all of that helps the channel big time. But I thank you. You make me so damn happy. We've grown. I remember when it was just you. Yeah, you there, the first person who's been here from day one. And oh, I'm so happy that you showed up every single day, and you still do. Well, I'm coming to you from the land of enchantment. Yes, we are one of the United States that joined in 1916. We became late to the party. Life out here in the Southwest. I live in the land of manana. I live in a magical town called Kirky. Well, I'm 5 Miramir Tarot. Today we're venturing into what the actual feck television. Yes, that's why this is an open read, because I will speculate I will pull a sidebar, I will pull you aside and voice my opinion. Or namely, I tell an off-color joke while I'm puking your blessings onto you. Now then, permission is not granted to link or to repost this video, and this video is for educational and spiritual, and namely it's a tarot card reading, entertainment purposes. This video doesn't refer to any specific person and should not refer to any specific person as having NPD or narcissistic traits, especially to support an allegation that the maker of this video this morning believe or support a claim that anybody, any person, place or thing, a real or imagined, alive or deceased, past, present, or future, is literally a narcissist, NPD personality disorder, a butt nut, a bully, a box of farts. This Tarot and Fairy Oracle reading is for fun. It's not for fortune telling or predictions. Especially predictions about your bully, your narcissist, your butt nut, your squirrely person. What their next move is going to be, nope. But I'm telling you, I tap into some extremely dark energies in the dark underbelly of the collective consciousness. All of them. And then, but I start with you. I start with my soul family, then I spread out to the rest of the entire collective consciousness. So this is a collective consciousness reading. So I tap into some very dark, dink energy so that I can warn you about what maybe your squirrely people in your neck of the woods, how to use your discernment. Want you to use your intuition. I don't live with your squirrely people. You do, for real. But I give you the heads up that you support my own personal growth. You show me a kindness. You come in here. You show me your kindness, and I'm forever grateful to all of you. As a soul family, we ride this energy. We ride it we made our 10 seconds. This energetic wave, we do this in tandem. We do this together. Now then, I understand that it can be frustrating. Now, this is the open read. These are your blessings. They're going to hop all over the damn place. And we don't want the AI computer to go apoplectic and then it won't put my videos out. How about that? Okay, I'm doing worldview. This is a tarot card reading. I don't hold any political affiliation, but I make off-color jokes. I speculate. I give my opinion in the course of a tarot card reading. Right now it's an open read, many subjects, all kinds of messages. And some of that has to do with what the numbnuts in the White House is doing. Can't help, not my rules, YouTube. But I understand it can be frustrating. Sometimes, well, when you are breaking out, well, there's a lot of patterns here to break out of. Or to break, period, for your own best good. This is geared towards collective consciousness reading for, it's the whole globe that the Chuckle Nuts, the dancing clown in the White House, is affecting everything on the entire globe. So this is germane. It's a feckin' tarot card reading. Now then, diplomacy. One who's gracious. A flatterer, not gauche. Got it. Home protection. Love leaves a very pleasant taste in your mouth, collective. Oh, aren't you the lucky one? To increase your focus during a meditation. Clarity. Ooh, since an earth angel is ready to head out to Walmart. I don't know why you would want to shop there, but hey, I don't judge. You attract love. You're a walking love charm. You exude sensuality. You're a walking aphrodisiac energy-wise and metaphorically, because they're on YouTube. Babe. Laurel, like Laurel, babe Laurel. Resting on laurels. Rest on them used for high frequency healing to bring protection. I think you use bay leaves to make lots of any kind of stew, don't you? A beef. Does that go good with beef? And I know you use it in to do a fish boil or something, right? Fish, that's a meat for protein. A conch shell. To stay positive, to stay honest, to stay true. So you leave negativity behind you. Lotus, 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 lotus. Pink lotus fairy experience gained as it grows. And you like it. To receive or increase a level of prosperity, not just money, emotional wealth too. Bet you feel good if you've got some money. You found it. Found it. Or what? Or, it's a collective reading. Or you found out something you needed to find out. Oh, someone's handing you garbage. It's time to take the trash out. It's malarkey. Crap. Oh, la. The devious grin makes it even better. You know they're up to something when you see that arrogance. It's a smirk. Go play music or listen to music. Change an ending cycle to go into a new one. Don't let the devil sour it or kill the joy. Don't do it. Don't allow that. Oh, some of you dealing with an obnoxious she-devil. The temptress of Waikiki. You're just like a superhero. Toxic pine away for a collective. They can't stand you're getting money and continuous joy. Distorted karmic feminine or distorted karmic masculine in your energy. Ooh, fight of the century. Very mean, raunchy, raw, massacre. Hand over fist, raw. Some of them it was. If your ex is fighting with their new hot pocket. Love stinks. Love stinks. Yeah. Love stinks. But you in a state of tranquility. You and love are fine for you. The squirrely ones are going through some things. This is unlike anything mere humans could cook up without divine orchestration. We're all going to get out of something that's really important, like on the whole globe. Everybody. And I told you that includes your stinky, toxic, evil people too. But you see, we get to watch them get karma as we do. Goosebumps. I'm getting chills. Oh, something crops up for this toxic person. Is a creep. Stay away from them. You 100% manifested your way into a miracle. Go do that, please. Have the courage. Anti-aphrodisia. For toxic love, that's bad romance. From Lady Gaga, bad romance. Something being plotted by an oppressor to do something to you. Ooh. Woo. Let's see. Practical doesn't mean being dry as dust or brittle. No, that's what your toxic people do. You're not toxic. You stave off their negativity. Love, 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 love. Oh, buggy as heck. Weakened or narcissistic go into battle with you shortly thereafter. They are shown karma. A sure sign of approaching change is guaranteed. For you, it gets better for you. They just get more karma. This heightens your focus, your power, your success. Go do that. They're on their own. Insecure player is angry. And they're putting on a performance, and you'll see it right through it. You get blessings of abundance. Have you ever seen abundance? Vibe helps you step out of traps of false accusations. You take a step forward. You lead a lawful life. White light. Motto, survival of all. Blessings shared. Oh, what? As the old breaks down and the old acts like compost, and you get a new beginning, an emergence of your new version of yourself as a transformed new butterfly spirit. Spiritual. You keep showing me love stinks. Yeah. Love stinks. Yeah. I'd say what, 82? Nerium, feminine, Saturn, and Earth will put you on notice. One feminine, dark feminine's rampage of revenge, vibrations of hatred for, that's their own shame and self-hatred. They don't like, they're stuck in that 3D consciousness, low vibe. Too much toxicity. They only work with dark energy. This person acts out. They love being devilish. If they're a believer, like a Christian, or a non-believer, or an atheist even. I don't do spiritual arrogance. You can have a bully or a narcissist in your life and need help. Welcome to my channel. I do not care. It's not my job to get your butt in the pew. It's your business. You love using your free will to show up, and you brought your own body into a high vibrational state, and you loving it. Feels good, doesn't it? To make choices that are aligned with you. Oh, and what a ride it has been. The ride of the Valkyries. Guardian angel. This vibe is used when you are in trouble or in quite a difficult situation. Pray for divine guidance from your guardian angel to be able to relax, be calm as your angels guide you. Let them. Far too long you carry the narcissist's pain in your heart. Release and forgive them. Move on. Let it go. You gain power, a greater or higher understanding. You level up. Success and vast levels of protection coming in for you. Bubble of it. Is it awesome? Also see my vibration to bring a new lover with the qualities that you need and that you are looking for. Ooh, I like that. Pink, in the pink, in the pink. I hope this spiritual channel works well. Drop me a like, hit the notification bell, and hit everything, all notifications around that bell. I'm here to empower you to continue to heal from any level of narcissistic abuse. And I thank you so much. I love that you give me your time. I love your energies. And I love that you come and you share with me in that way. Confidence. You're releasing an aggressive person, and you release their toxic codependency cycles. Those end. Oh, I like that. You ask for a good life where you can feel good, and you're getting it. Let's go. Let's go do that. Completion, accomplishment, fulfillment of activities. The world is yours. End of a cycle where a new cycle's able to begin. Clean as a whistle. New love interest has started to materialize. You manifest like a boss. And this is your personal empowerment to do you. You do you a favor as being an indestructible soul. And who do you think that you are in the process of becoming? Because life loves to provide for you. Go do that. Some of you have a good one who just had a rough patch. Would like to tell you that someone like to tell you, I'm afraid of how I felt about you. That's all it was. That's not remarkable. And that's just a little snapshot in time. It's not like it's stuck on that. It's a little, they're over it. They've got more confidence now. So don't you worry. But your butt nut ex, for example, both my divine feminine, my divine masculine, both of you, your exes, they're just into sex and immaturity. They don't even just want friendship, even. They say they do, that they'll preserve that. If that's all they're allowed to. No. They want your body. That's all they want. Spiritual faith for you, protected. Akanyam. Napalas. Feminine Saturn influence and energy for protection. For protection. It's a sign of loyalty to yourself. Now, if I'm hydrating, you need to hydrate. I've got vertigo. This is going to be interesting once I get over there. Because I have to study myself. Or I don't want to go viral for, look, she did a pratfall. Teehee, that was the cutest. It was so cute. I mean it. Ooh. Now then. For this reading between 3 and 4 in the morning for my meditation, I was looking at the entire collective consciousness, and you know who I am talking about. We are all just a little bit tired of being victimized by this moron, this malodorous, maladaptive, Machiavellian, feckin' narcissist in the White House. That was a joke, YouTube. I'm speculating. I'm not a doctor. Now then. Oh, this is... Okay. Your expanding love and your love life represent higher self. Tapping into higher self-worth. You know your value. Strong self-esteem. Makes your soul become magnetized. So self-esteem in you attracts a partner who recognizes and helps you to grow. You value your inherent worth, and they value their own. And so the two of you come together in that sacred union of energy. Humanity recognizes the paradox going on right now out there in the big old world. This is a tarot card reading and a fairy oracle reading, all blended together for your granddaddy of them all channeled message this morning. So humanity, I'm allowed to talk about in the context of a feckin' tarot card reading. Humanity recognize the paradox. Humanity must help, that's the whole globe, help move humanity closer to a solution, especially for this hot mess. How many of you remember the ice capades? Because on YouTube we speak a special magic language, a secret Masonic handshake language on the YouTube. You know what hot mess, where while the ice capades bullies on ice, the bullies on ice, and he did that orange polished turd went to a hockey team, did something with a hockey team, and they're on ice, right? So when we grew up, there was something called the Ice Capades, Sesame Street on ice, Snoopy and Charlie Brown on ice, you know? Ice skating, right? Well, humankind needs a solution for this hot mess with the Ice Capades sicked on us by Trumple Thinskin. His Bullies on Ice shith show. Yeah. The experience that we all need as mankind is not quite available to us quite yet. We've got to hang in there. And the trick is to avoid Tiny Fist of Fury's penchant to distract 24/7. It's ridiculous. And then we have to avoid becoming bogged down by he's now got the Escapades traveling shit show coming probably to a city near you. That's a joke, YouTube. Grow up. We need to get on with the midterm aspects. That's too far away. But right now, we also need to get on with other aspects of our personal lives while acknowledging the outrageous levels of difficulty being crammed down our throats and shoved up our poop chutes by you-know-who. The poop. Now then, right now I'm telling you, we need that human touch. We need to look each other in the eyes. We need to express that this is not normal, what's going on. Hugs. Lots of hugs. We need that shared, that we don't need to be touch starved if we're going to get through this. The touch starved might crave touch intensely. That's what I'm talking about. We use it to take the edge off. You pat someone on the shoulder. You take their hand tenderly. You give them a hug. You take them under your wing. You tell them everything's going to be worth the balance. They've breached so many universal laws. The universe is coming in. It has to balance out. The universe must balance out. That's what it does. And it's going to be painful. These people are going to go through some stuff. And then I reckon to say at least 3 years from now, probably right on the nosy, they're going to be prosecuted. They're going to be prosecuted for what they're doing today. And their ice capades, their ice capade show, their ice skating rink arena show, the ice capades, as an analogy. Or sometimes we feel like a stranger in a strange land, isolated even if you're in a crowd. I want you to relax. Wait. Yet stay alert. Touch-starved people experience difficulties in allowing themselves to relax. We've got to. We can't take any more of this constant, fire hose of crud. Some are having difficulty sleeping due to elevated stress hormones from doom scrolling on the computer, like scrolling and watching too much. You got to put it down, y'all. You can't take a consistent diet of it. You can't. It's not healthy. It'll bring in cortisol, which in my opinion impacts your mood regulation and your overall pH balance of your well-being and your own skin. We need to then, on some level, find a level to not escape from it or avoid it, but we need to find a level that a bead that we can relax about it somehow. And it's hard because they're brutal ice skaters. The insight that we need will come if we resolve that piece of crap in the White House, and his team will figure out a way to undo it. So do not rush the resolve, or it'll be temporary and we still won't have security, and he'll figure out that, ooh, I'm so smart that I'm able to, here we go again, and he'll start another wave of something. We don't know how these things work in his pervy little mind. Now, some of you have like a family member or a coworker or somebody that's a master manipulator that can get you to do anything. They use guilt. Maybe you know who that is. For the love of feck, the collective consciousness, not just in America, this is the whole world. Rox's manipulation happens. That's what these toad feckers are doing. You make an effort, though. They want to hurt you. It makes them feel powerful to do this to you. I'm just talking about your squirrely family member. They did, and then I'm also globally, I'm talking about those ass runes tearing up the town for no feckin' reason. Stand up for yourself. Stand up to all of them, the squirrely toxic avengers in your life and neck of the woods, and stand up for yourself if you come across this troop of ice skaters from the Ice Capades. Well, that's what Tinkerbell's telling all of us. Do it now. So you can say, I did it. I'm proud of some of these. I'm proud of them. That's a real patriot, not these fake poser ones. You say, I did it, and I'm glad that I feckin' did it. For the love of feck. This is the collective consciousness for the entire globe. It's not just in America. It's not. This is us having to manifest our way out of this somehow. We will figure it out, but you got to tame yourself. You got to be grounded, balanced, centered, and connected to a higher power if we're going to pull this off. I don't care if you believe in a flying spaghetti monster. I don't care. Told you. You adhere to what you believe or don't believe in. If you're an atheist, if you just believe in you, then believe in you. This is the manipulation. Look at him. He thinks he's a feckin' king. Look at him. He thinks he's a feckin' king. Only a fool would be king for a day. Maybe he didn't watch The Wicker Man. Ooh, there's Tinkerbell. Playing with the pook. We're opening a portal. And then we're going to be finding the Ice-capade troop, traveling troop of a-holes are going to be sucked into a maelstrom. And then it'll ice over, glub, glub. They get to go to Davy Jones' locker. They're the Poperata Ice-capades that crash Grinder. Because they do, everywhere they go. So they crash Grinder in a strong, strong way because they're not being honest with themselves. I didn't know that there were so many people still in the dang closet. And all of them are in a concentrated town in Minnesota. Running amok. 9 out of 10 pentacles is the protesters, not. We're being protected by a wolf and a crow. Sun comes up, transformation for the butterfly. New horizon, dawning of a new day. It's been reported in the news that that apparently they figured out that the maroon in the White House. What a maroon. And he is Looney Tunes. I was right in yesterday's video. Let's figure out, just call him a PDF protector like that one guy told him and he flipped him off. That was real president. That was real mature of our president, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Make signs. And when you are allowed to say things to these maladaptive ice skaters in the Ice-capade show in Minnesota, tell them that they are also a PDF protector, and then flip them off first, and then run like hell. Oh, shoot. What crosses the situation? Oh, for fuck's sake, stand up for yourself, humanity. Do not be quiet, and do not let somebody else's voice dominate. Naturally, we get a natural, timely ending, a release, liberation for the whole damn world. This miscreant is trying to become a force for war, oppression, and other putrid acts of domination he can come up with. The himself fairy we're coming up to warns about the Ice-capades. They're being exposed for the very worst. They're having, and they have to go get counseling. Is when brutality and its twisted form of sexual harassment, it is it's misogyny what they're doing to the women. They're picking on the women folk first. Ooh, Takes a real man to go after the women protesters, right? Sexual harassment while skating on the thinnest ice. Now the ice-capade's brutality will be turned on T-Rump himself. He doesn't care. They're going to figure out that he's waiting. That's why he's drooling. He's waiting with bated breath. He doesn't care about them. He's waiting for a whole bunch of them to be unalived so he can do God knows what else. And they're starting to figure it out. Wait a minute. Yeah. He did this to them on purpose. Said he loved the low education voters. The scraping the bottom of the barrel askaters in this flea-bitten, threadbare, on-the-road con show. Snake oil salesman president. The bad energies that he turned loose on the public will turn on the king for a day. Only a fool would be a king for a day. I told you, that scumbucket president never watched, not the real Wicker Man. Yeah. They're paid to be protecting T-Rump. Here's an analogy for you. They didn't protect Caligula. You can watch I, Claudius and actually see now's some time for some theater, masterpiece theater. I, Claudius. Go on YouTube. You Google it. I want to see masterpiece theaters. I, Claudius. Scene where Caligula was unalived by his own loyal MAGA, his own loyal subjects. Because he was. The wheels are coming off for the game show king. Scary. But before we panic, remember all is fair in love and war. And our Constitution and our rights to protest peacefully. If you don't do it peacefully, they will arrest you. We learned that in Vietnam. See, these young people don't. That would be my generation. We had to do this to stop our government. 10 soldiers and Nixon coming. We're finally on our own. Yeah, gonna get down to it. Lying dead on the ground. Should have been gone long ago. Trumple Thin-Skin was alive for dead in Ohio. Yeah, students on college campus. In between classes. 10 soldiers and Nixon. The National Guard. Sound familiar? We protested in numbers, and they brought our boys home from Vietnam. And like used Kleenex, threw them away. So this is what's going to happen to this troop of ice skaters for Trump. Same thing. They will be discarded like a used Kleenex. And they're just figuring out, no wonder they're letting us be brutal and do what they want, because, wait a minute, yeah. You'll be just as dead, won't you? Won't be able to collect your paycheck. or need one. You think? The fairy of change, which is what we started with, the pan and the death or fairy of change from the Froud, is doing the hard work. It's calling the fairy realm to save Minnesota. Minnesota's up to its ears in feckin' alligators right now, and demonic gadflies wearing masks. And they live in their own icy filth. We call in the change fairy to clear the world so the spiritual warriors can make room for growth. And energetically wise, the earth angels and the light workers, we're going to be opening a can of whoop ass energetically. I thought it was a nice touch on YouTube. I saw the ones in New Orleans. Oh, some lovely practitioner made a lovely voodoo doll. It was a perfect to scale in an ice uniform, perfect, the little mask with pins in it. It was a beautiful thing. The Loas have a sense of humor. The Loas from our brothers and sisters in New Orleans, the 7 sisters of New Orleans, those that adhere to I cut my teeth on the Anariva oils and the Marie Laveau. Yeah. Trust me. The Loas. Dambala, you don't feck with Dambala. Dambala to the African devotees. Their ancestors go way, Hootsie, way back to their continent and their culture, that they were robbed by the white man. But that's another video on another day. So over the next 2 weeks, the death card in this tarot and fairy oracle, we the people, what we have is great potential for good. See what I did there? We the people, what we have is great potential for good. Renee Nicole Good. But because of what happened to her, our butt-lick president can also have a great potential for destruction, but we know that. It's not a surprise. Now, death does not signify actual demise in the physical light body. This signifies a buttload of change. Letting go of the old transitions, and alchemized it to push you forward. But there's a volcanic release called karma. And that's what's going on here. Okay. Okay. They're trapped. Whole troop trapped in Minnesota. They're going to get in their own skin to the point where they won't be able to stay. He won't be able to pay them enough money to stay. They're going to creep themselves out in their own skin. They're going to start receding on their own. Like I told you, they're going to figure out that which escapade skater wants to be the one that has to go be with Jesus. This is a tarot card reading. It's for entertainment purposes. that actually becomes, in this horrible ordeal, becomes a blessing in disguise. They're paranoid, they're assholes, reckless, and they're going to get paranoid. There's an old saying in the army, do not piss off the quartermaster or the mess sergeant, the cook. I saw at 3 and 4 in the morning. A bunch of them succumbing to like the flux, like getting the runs. Getting the runs. It's really hard to get out of all that gear when you're going to crap yourself. Gee, then that would just make them more like President Dumpy Pants, don't you think? He craps his depends if he wants to or not. This is our ship coming in to defeat in a new way. I don't think anyone's going to expect them. They're cowards. 6, 7 of. Yeah, everything that they're investing in this, they get nothing. In the end, they get nothing out of this. It will turn around. They get nothing out of it. That means President Dumpy Pants is infamous for not keeping his obligations. If they quit, they don't get the money, or they have to pay it back. Got it? They didn't read the fine print. They have to pay it back if they quit. They won't care. They're not going to stick around. Which one wants to be, tit for tat? Which one? And one of these a-holes being kiboshed, let's put it that way. Who wants to be the one to be kiboshed? Got it? It's like a group think. They get real paranoid and scared. But people are calling them schmurderers. People are calling them PDF protectors. Pretty soon the MAGA people are going to figure out, thanks to that lovely man that told him that, and then the president flipped him off, gave him the bird. The MAGA are going to figure out that he doesn't care. That means that they are PDF protectors too, and that they're actually helping him protect the most powerful man out in Washington, D.C., since the first time around that it was our president is Jeffrey Epstein, and he's unalive, and he's the most powerful Phantom of the Opera. That's why the clown in the White House keeps listening to the Phantom of the Opera. That's creepy, isn't it? The opera, the musical on Broadway. Yeah, he thinks he's the damn Phantom of the Opera. The hero, he thinks. Yeah. Melania is going to bug out like a MASH unit. But this is you. Wherever you sit in all of this and watching in horror, you're at the center of the Wheel of Fortune. Unfortunately, we have to go through an awful lot of crap before karma can kick in. If it doesn't, if we don't go through, as a humanity in the collective consciousness, we'll get stuck this way. And it takes us to the Lady of Sorrow. Oh, somebody drop a bomb on that. Now, here's the soul here, the gossip, the misrepresentation, the gossip about poor Miss Good, trying to investigate her and her wife, is it? Because she was a liberal, they're going to spend our taxpayer money to investigate the victims and the grieving family. He even disrespected the good woman's father. Disrespected that poor girl's father. Soul shrinker. He doesn't have much of a soul left. And the soul shrinkings, like I'm telling you, that's going on with the escapade skaters in Minnesota. They're shrinking their souls down to its irreparable. Then they'll only be in it for themselves. Here we go. Hanged man, I told you. They see that they've got an X on their back. They're marked by their president. Yeah. And they're figuring out that they did exactly what he wanted them to do, which would make it so who wants to be the first one to be kiboshed, metaphorically? Because you're going to be unalive no matter how you dice it. Who wants to be kiboshed so that he can do some kind of weird act? You know, beyond the usual typical stuff that he does. That whatever it's called, act. Some kind of act. Protesting act or something. This is us being connected, we the people. No one's going to come in and save us. Get it off your bucket list. It's going to be us. The whole planet now. It's not just America. We're not alone. The whole globe is behind those of us here that have souls and aren't insane. You know? So that we're to the point where we're going to be able to celebrate progress. Where we can start dreaming again. Get out of this feckin' nightmare. I mean it. Letting go of the old life, rife with other people's toxicity, that they always be puking onto you. When the escapades block the liberating energy of American citizens, that means they're going to go, whatever that means, to go further. And it's a really crappy show. We have a choice. I say we need to refuse to accept the loss of our constitutional rights. Yeah. We must stop clinging to outgrown pains of tolerating this man's bollocksing of America for 10 feckin' years. Screw fear of the unknown. We don't care. That's when the propaganda stops working, is when we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. The what the what next of it all. Unfortunately, humankind, all of mankind, is what this channeled messages for the whole globe, not just us, is experiencing pain, great pain, as a result of holding on to aspects of life. It has not been normal since he came down that frickin' escalator. That comb-over Caligula in the White House. And the box of farts rump Congress critters. And a pox on both sides. The Dems aren't going to save us either. No. A pox on both houses. But not stopping this crap in the first place. This terror of rain in his first presidency. Returning, yes. Whew. humankind elevates itself to returning to the whole collective consciousness finds its soul. We wake the feck up and smell the coffee. And the fairy of growth. So that he stops living rent-free in our feckin' heads. 10 years is enough of this shit. So that instead of him, he's gone. Long before he shuffles off the mortal coil, we will ignore him until it hurts. Got it? We fill our own cup. We start doing things differently. The other way is just never... why would we go back to normal? It didn't work. It's everything that the feckin' baby boomers did to us. They screwed us all is what they did. The ones born in 47. You heard me. Screw them. This is us taking action to communicate clearly that the sword cuts both ways, asshole president. It's a double-edged sword, you get. And we're going to enjoy doing this work. And then in about 2 years, 2 years from now, the escapade players will be going to prison. All of his cabinet members will be going to prison. Some of them twice, Peter Navarro. Stephen Miller's going. I know that. The pain is from Congress, which is a separate arm of the government, who also uses coercive control on all of us, the taxpayers. Misinformation, alternate realities, gaslighting. The American people are cursing all the people involved for the last 10 years, right up to the here and now, and in the future. The Repukes and John Fetterman. And one of these new dipshit fake poser dims that we got from Arizona, that one will be gone. He's going to go bye-bye. He's not going to, he'll be primary too. We're on to him. The Repukes and John Fetterman and that other doofus are bringing the pain daily on purpose, and these are dims. Dim bulbs. Pink tutu gelding, sackless, ballless, pink tutu gelding Democrats. Malice and vicious gossip is the soul shrinker. Vile thuggery and cruelty are at hand in every situation with the escapade players in Minnesota. As a result of holding on to aspects of political capital anyway, because these feckwits don't know what the feck chuckle nuts the dancing Republican clown will pull out of his a-hole next. His poop-caked a-hole. Yeah. They're still having to air out the Ford factory where he flipped off that employee. They said the stench, it smelled like pancake face makeup, theater makeup, hairspray, and feces. And I quote, end quote. In the place of hope is the gift. You have to use your discernment. The Repukes want guarantees, and instead they get a barn door left wide feckin' open. But we get the gift. We use discernment. Think of all the steps that you've taken to land us here. It is working. The resistance is working. We have to follow through. And that pompous Donald, the emperor that has no clothes, T-rump. Mad as a brush. Mad cow pedo presidente alcalde is loco en la cabeza. We're already wiser than we can imagine, so we're going to carry that on forward. His maggots and the right now they don't know whether to wind their ass or scratch their butts. Ice. They've outgrown him too. So have the maggots. But it took 10 feckin' years for them to snap the hell out of it. Feck you, repukes in Congress. Yeah. That's in the place of hope. Mickle the knucklehead. Act like they're trying to do something that is good and just keep fecking it up on every level. The challenge is for us to maintain balanced, grounded, centered, and connected, and networking, working together as a tribe. It's a much bigger tribe than their tribe. We can do this. We are manifesting him the hell out of there, and in his place, it's going to be a different system. Can't go back to how it was. Nope. No, never. Little repukes crying over spilled milk. But you didn't try to stop him at all. That's him being president. I'm a slut. Our president's a slut. And is about to get divine retribution. Everything for you's in alignment, though. Everything for the globe and America. There's Tinkerbell. And America's in alignment, though. I can't say it's not as bad as it seems. It's going to be worse. It always gets worse before it gets better. Where the pendulum, it has to go back the other way. Eventually it has to swing the other way. Gravity works. What do those around you, collective, think of you? Well, you're up to any challenge, your undertakings, whatever passions in your life, within reason that you can go and do in between whatever you're doing. Anything you can think of to help. Others that are going out and marching, you figure out something you can do to help them when they get home from fighting for democracy. He kept taking Americans, his own voters too, through trapdoors into the unknown, darkened spaces. I know. I love my uneducated voters. America's fine hunds on holiday ice. Emperor Trump's ice capades are a flop. The challenge, we're up to the challenge, collective, of a new venture. We're stepping up to the mark, and we do whatever it is that's being asked of you to do. We will be surprised at how much we can succeed. That's a fact. Elven Knight. Ooh, that's like the Knight of Pentacles in the Tarot. This is a true offer of, it's a true offer for, well, our planet too, but our country, our nation. We're still a sovereign nation by the skin of our teeth. That's what that means. This is upside down because it's a new shot at hope. If we think things through, we don't do things hastily. That's what they do. That's how that poor woman got murdered. They're not going to be successful at getting away with this crap, is what that means. We will push back and supersede, for they, Uncle, they cry, Uncle. They will be defeated, and he'll be defeated. He's not going to expect the way he's going to be defeated. He's mad as a brush. He's barking mad is what's going to get him out of here. They're really pissed on his side, the repukes about Greenland. The nerve of that toad fecker. Tell us how you really feel, Kim. Speaker of truth, trust, and acceptance. Heart's desire. Numbnuts the feckless will go down in history as the #1 loser fail son. He's a fail son. Fred was very disappointed. The minute you know who was born, Fred was very disappointed. He knew something was wrong with that one. Yeah, that one's touched in the head. Something's not right with that boy. Something's wrong with that boy. When something needs to be told, answers are divulged truthfully. America turns out in this morning's channeled message. I hope this message found you at the perfect time. America's been forced to go through these doors before. September 11th. Pearl Harbor. America will what's his name? The Oklahoma City bomber. Now that's a domestic terrorist. A real one, but not that sweet girl. America will close the door behind this with this abomination. Not a doctor, but I can still use my constitutional right to voice my observations and speculate metaphorically. Seems to me, have you looked at him, that Donald's syphilitic hemorrhagic fever is getting the best of him. That should take him out and down for the count, just like it did with Al Capone. Oh, he compares himself to Al Capone, but Al Capone died from syphilis. That's a fact. That's for educational and humorous. For entertainment purposes only. But hopefully he will succumb to the syphilitic hemorrhagic fever in 5, 4, 3, 2, and start the state funeral for ex-presidente Alcalde Trump. I'm from New Mexico, and I got to hear, "We will vote for Donald Trump" with mariachi music. We were like, why are you, did he pay you money? Why are you doing this? We're New Mexico. Why are you? It was Rio Rancho. There's something wrong with those people up in Rio Rancho. Yeah, nothing up here. One way or another. It's how we go to the Grim Reaper and plead with the Grim Reaper. Do us all a great big favor. And why can't he go play checkers or canasta with death? Like that black and white Bergman film with Max von Sydow. Friends, love is patient and kind. So here we see Death, her face hidden without form, holding a pitch black crystal ball. She herself cannot see the future, so she's like, ooh, we're on our own. That titmouse in the White House caused substantial, irrevocable change in the works. Harsh judgment, harsh punishment, karma. Plenty to go around for them. see him play golf with the Grim Reaper, and then whine that death cheated him playing golf. It was rigged. Death is a hoax. It's a witch hunt. Death is breathing down my neck. Spats, disagreements, quarrels over policies. Oh my God. Oh, please, sweet Jesus. A feckin' frog in my throat. A little flimmy wimmy. Everyday blessings. Mixed blessings. This change will be inner and outer. It's a fact. Leaves fall to the ground every fall, every autumn and in spring. The trees are budding again. More leaves to rake in the fall. And now and so it goes. Stinky McBonespurs is doing everything to block what's a-coming for him, and karma says he is being blocked by karma. He is being delayed by karma. By him clinging to old, vindictive, vicious habits and things. He's dragging around us, and he's stinking to high heaven. And it's like handcuffed to him. He's dragging around the stinking to high heaven corpse of Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein stuck in his head, living rent-free in our president's head. Kind of like an American werewolf in London, where his friend Jack got torn up by the werewolf that bit the American, who later becomes a werewolf, spoiler alert. But the way that he has dialogues through the movie, first he's a little torn up, then he's like a zombie decaying, and he's still talking to his jaw falls off. It's really fun. Anyway, karma says he's being blocked, he's being delayed, and he did this to himself. Karma says he deserves it. He did it to himself. We do get joy of the future. And no, it's my opinion that all dictators, we're still going to have midterms. We're still going to have, they have to have some appearance of, we don't get the real results. They're still going to cheat, but we still get to vote. Got it? Because people won't put up with that shit. Because we won't. This is, in new ways, we're connecting. We're gonna can of whoop ass on them. Knight of Wands reversed. They can't do what they say. No good ideas in Aries. They can't expand on this shit. And they don't have the balls in Leo to keep it up. Devil's in the details. Well, that's our president in tarot. It's traditionally known for definition that the King of Swords reversed is a fecking malodorous, maladaptive, covert narcissist. Because he fooled people. And he did it to himself and his party and to us. And he's going to get it, but good. He's afraid of dying. Well, join the club. We all are, you piece of shit. Join the club. You're not that special, Don. The thief, our president, has some sore lessons to learn. Therefore, the changes that need to happen appear to be difficult and are forced upon us. Yet, He will never release these outmoded, outdated, outworn, crappy ways of functioning, barely. Ways of being unpresidential. An unpresidential ouch-cute bundle of feckin' McNugget-fueled nerves. America, take back your time and energy from that great orange menace. Something huge must happen. The Death Fairy card in the Fraud Oracle this morning was pretty clear. The only way to reduce the pain of this Trump process is to step forward into the future, and we're willing to leave him in this era behind. America must release the emperor, who's buck naked now. Come on. There's no debate about it. America must move on to the next stage of development. The false information about Renee Good, clear the confusion, clear the muddle. It's important to look at the future, no matter how unknown and scary or brightening and fun, rather than carrying the toxic past tugging at us always. It may seem impossibly difficult, but we can do it. Because we can. Ow. Dang it. You're the star fairy. There's a star. That's you. You're an indestructible soul. And that's the truth. We're able to see clearly. Our present's a whiny little bitch. King, only a fool would want to be king for a day. Go watch The Wicker Man. You'll get the humor. This is us getting a happy ending. Well, all things considered. We're making friends and growing a soul family in the collective. It's solid. It doesn't need thumbs up or subscriptions. Got it? We're going to heal forward. Don't you worry. And we're able to move on and get up where we need to be finally. On our path. We see him for being an opportunist, narcissistic, flim-flam man, con artist, a felon, a 34-count felon. We're able to defend ourselves from all this crap eventually. We do not go. Now the MAGA, sadly, his creepy cult, they're about to become lemmings, and they will go off the cliff with him. Google what a lemming is in nature. Why? We don't know why lemmings do that. They just get a signal, and it's like I'm saying, the escapades in Minnesota. Those skaters in Minnesota in this crappy shit show. They'll be getting in real time while it's happening to them. They can't handle it. They don't know how to process it. It's just going to make them crazier, where they want to be isolated. They don't want to leave and go out because people are calling them names, flipping them off, telling them, get out. You're a schmurderer. You're an accessory to schmurder. They're in denial. Their little brain, they're narcissists too. They're narcissistic too. Come on now. And their little brains, their little false selves, weaponized false selves that they're turning loose and destroying anyone that threatens their false identity of being a damn ice skater in Minnesota. Yep, the ice capades. The ice asshole capades. So, let me do that. Now I'm going to hydrate. You might need, I hope y'all sipping. Mine is room temperature tap water. Now then. More and more Americans are seeing the emperors awfully naked. So, you think you know the story of the emperor has no clothes, right? You see it plain as day. Or am I being the asshole in this situation? Yes, Kim, you're an asshole. The viewers on YouTube sound off on the Doomcough president. Yes, the metaphorical comparison of Donald, Captain Cankle McFeckwit Bone Spurs. The second presidency is a wonderful comparison to the fable The Emperor's New Clothes. It's an amazing thing. Few Republicans and their leaders are still way too cowed by a 34-count convicted felon awaiting sentencing the second he sets foot outside of the White House for any reason to call out his crapola and end his hateful actions and rhetoric now. For 10 feckin' long years, this is a real thing. This is a quite common and reoccurring theme with this asshole. Did you see the pictures at Mar-a-Lago? At a party for the Humane Society where models were dressed up in 17th century French haute couture, wearing dog masks, doing the minuet as a homage to Marie Antoinette, who met Madame Guillotine, while Minnesota is burning. He and his escapade shit show. This is a theme in political commentary and analogies to this day. It took only 1 week for Trumple Thinskin, the pedo's best friend, to shit show us who he really is, a feckin' pathological pedo protecting narcissistic, coupled with his buddy, the autocracy, the billionaires. The Emperor's New Clothes, Greenland, Venezuela, Mexico, Canada, come the feck on. Pokes holes in his credibility. What feckin' credibility? Oh, his leadership style is pure narcissism, driven and craven, and gaslighting the feck out of his creepy cult, the MAGA Nats in MAGA hats. The metaphor is a never-ending story. The metaphor continues to be used. The emperor is naked, he has no clothes. In the 2026 political climate, for sure, to describe various fecked in the spray-tanned head aspects of his low vibration Donald Crapoloni, poor man's loser, good fellow. He thinks he's a god feckin' father. The invisible Teflon Don, the con suit, a flim-flam man, an alleged 5D chess playing competence? I don't think so. In the fable, the con man himself, Tiny Fist of Fury, is conned by neocons, and Stephen Miller's weenie roast and 4th of July picnic in 2025. Stephen Miller and Steve Bannon and Pooty Poot too con Trumpty Dumpty Pants into believing that he was wearing a cloak of 100% immunity, an invisible garment. Office of the presidency is officially a king now. They also conned him into thinking only a Q-minded, conspiracy-minded, that the clever people can see his cloak of immunity. Everyone else is not in vogue, so they're evil. They're dispendable. They're disposable. Commentators are scorned, fired, brutalized. Trumpy the Dumpy Dookie projects an image, a poser, fake, malignant, narcissist competence. I don't think so. See his pompous, ignorant, stinky ass's strength, which his creepy cult and creepy Congress critters publicly affirm, especially when the evidence of the cognitive dissonance factor here, the stupid in the maggots and his followers and Congress critters. Ooh, the stupid is strong. His psycho fans and Congress critter MAGA loyalists, all fear speaking out, let's be clear. Like the townspeople in the story, who are afraid to admit, victims of way too much gaslighting. And the townsfolk have the disease to please, even when asked to do things that are never in their best interest or their higher good. He doesn't care about them. He's a grifter. Grifter in chief. Just like in the fairy tale, if they don't mine for gold up his patootie, they will automatically appear to be stupid to the other creepy cult members who will turn on them. The Congress critters are scared shitless of this. Violent cray-cray followers are scared sackless, no balls to be found on the R side of the aisle. Oh no. His aides, his press secretary, Susie Wiles, the cabinet members, and the couch humper Veep are all terrified of the borderline octogenarian tit. Every political figure and aide no better than to challenge that nutwit who makes goofy as feck statements, outright lies and embellishments, and he is Looney Tunes. He's in bliss-orchestrated evil pleasure, half-baked claims, poor choice decisions. A room full of greedy social climbers mining for gold up his bunghole, in a cacophony of the political-fueled sycophantic circle jerk around the campfire tonight for sure. Right about nowish, the American public has had just about enough of this jaundiced little prick and his pedo-protecting ring in Congress. The child who states the obvious in the story is the independent news, who is hands-on the pulse of America's coalition of the willing, blue-blooded, true patriotic Americans, not maggot posers. We the people must become the critics and observers. The mainstream media whores and prostitutes have abandoned the mantle. Independent news like Midas Touch Network are the fourth estate. That's pretty cool that we got that, though. The independent, the resistance is the independent media. We the people are the child in this bedtime story who combats gaslighting, points out the obvious reality, that the orange-polished turd, the ugly buck-naked truth that Captain Bonespurs lies. He lies standing up, he lies lying down, he lies. His statements have never been true. No, never. He loves to spew falsehoods. His policies are never sound. In fact, they're a little fecked in the head. Despite his team's gaslighting and beyond the pale pretense, it's pretty fecked up, isn't it? We the people cannot afford to ignore reality for the next 10 years ahead of us. Get the feck out of town. We're not doing it. The core metaphor is an indication that we were lied to for 10 years straight. The metaphor is America's reality. The idea in this tarot card reading, which is a channeled message for entertainment purposes. The idea our leader can really be dangerously disconnected from all reality, and he has a precarious relationship with God's honest truth. I know that is speculation. He continues to strut the same old tired, worn-out shit show, and Congress won't stop him despite clear evidence. Our leader is barking, fecking mad. He's out of his feckin' mind. Yeah. Dumpty Pants knows about his nakedness. He knows his flaws, but he sweeps them aside. His policy failures were his big, beautiful tariffs, his policy of destroying Minneapolis. And now Jack Smith is back in black, with scads of legal issues. The persistence of this absolutely fabulous metaphor in 2026, in this channeled message this morning for your enjoyment, indicates that it is still considered to be a relevant fairy tale, and the point of this channeled message, the Emperor's New Clothes, is still an effective way by some political talking heads out there like Adam Mockler to frame discussions about perceptions and power and reality that operate within American politics in the 20th century. I like to watch Adam Mockler on CNN because he goes after that whore Scott Jennings and he nails that asshole's head to the podium or the carpet. It's pretty funny. I have no idea. None. Let's see if this goes better. It's sure taken an awful long time to upload videos. I don't know what's up with that. But we did it. I thank you for creating a magical space with me. You make me so damn happy. I thank you. All the ways that you help me grow this channel. Now remember, this is still a tarot card reading. It's for entertainment purposes. Because there were so many messages, I had to make it cohesive. It's an open read, many subjects, all kinds of good stuff and messages. And I thank you for sharing this incredibly potent, mesmerizing, sensual, and delightful, quite pleasurable. I know it's expansive. I try to be informative. We share together. Sometimes it's serious because I'm talking about bullies. Oh, and yet playful. And you come and you share that space with me. I want you to stay cozy. When you come in here with me, this is a safe place for you to be. You come in here, you have a place to belong. And I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. I love you guys so, so much. And I'm so, so grateful for you. You make me so damn happy. I want you to go out there and have a really great day. And don't you worry, I'll be here. I'm here every day. That's why you need hit that notification bell and all notifications so that you get the video. I upload one video every day. I'm very thorough because I love you. So you go out there and you have a really great day. This is your Auntie Grayrock saying peace out.